Welcome to Reckless Paradise, everyone. I'm your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co-host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Now, a little disclaimer. My neighbors are setting off fireworks right now, so you might hear them. Like, one just went off right now. So I apologize if you guys can hear them in the background. It's July 3rd, as we're recording this, obviously, and my neighbors weren't supposed to set off fireworks till tomorrow night. So, like, I'm kind of sad because I'm missing out on the show right now. But it's okay. You know, business before pleasure. You know how it goes. Anyways, happy Sunday, everyone. I hope everyone's had a really good weekend. I have had a shitty weekend. I had to take a trip down to the clinic yesterday afternoon because I have been off and on sick since June 4th. I think I told you guys how often I've been sick this past month. And it got really bad yesterday. My dad saw me throwing up and literally bawling my eyes out in the afternoon. He's like, all right, that's it. It's time for you to go get looked at. So I went down. Long story short, I have an infection in my urinary tract that went undiagnosed, unnoticed, to the point where it is now hitting my kidneys. So I'm currently on antibiotics. I'm okay right now. I'm currently on antibiotics. I also have an anti-nausea medication that I can take. The clinic was really nice to me, really good. Um, but yeah, uh, let's just say if you think something's wrong the first time around, go get checked out. Like, don't wait like I did. I waited a whole month.
Yeah, that was not very smart on your part, but I mean,
Yeah,
at least it wasn't like something like terrible, like
yeah, like the gallbladder or anything like that.
yeah, like the gallbladder thing.
Because that's what
Yeah,
they thought. They originally, like, they first went to, like, a gallbladder, and then I get into the actual room, and they're like, "Oh, so you tested positive for a UTI," because I had to get a urine sample when I walked in the door, and they're like, "Oh, you tested positive for a UTI." I'm like, what?" Because I haven't been showing any symptoms of like a common day to day UTI. I have the upper pain, not the lower pain. My pain's in my stomach, like the pit of my stomach, which made me thought it was my gallbladder, but it's not. It's just the infection spread to my kidneys because I waited too long to get checked out. But then again, I didn't know I had that because I had no symptoms. It was like an asymptomatic one, pretty much, until it hit my kidneys and then I started throwing up.
right.
So, like, I could have had this since May and it just didn't spiral out of control until June.
Well, I mean, at least it was taken care of. And
Yeah, I'm on antibiotics right now. I actually have to take one while we're recording in about 10 minutes or so. So, if I just go silent for a minute, just bear with me.
I'm getting my pills ready.
So, yes, I'm okay, everyone. Just had a really, really rough month and weekend. I had to get blood drawn, which I hate, but it didn't hurt, luckily. I just freaked out for nothing. Um, but yeah, so I am rambling. I just figured I'd tell everybody how my weekend and how my week's been. It's just been really shitty. But today's Sunday. It's the start of a new week, and it's the 4th of July. So, yeah, to all of our listeners who celebrate the 4th of July, happy 4th of July, everyone. I hope everybody gets fat on hot dogs. Well, not too fat, but gets a little bit of poundage up. Eat some hot dogs for the 4th of July because I'm probably gonna be doing that. So
Eat till your heart's content.
yes, but don't forget to drink water. Stay hydrated.
Drink all the Mountain Dew you can find inside.
So tonight's episode is just pretty much a chill episode. We are in the nostalgia days episode. This is summer days. We're going to be discussing our summer traditions from past to present, since we're right in the middle of summer now. First day of summer was June 21st, I believe, this year, so kind of just started. But to me, it feels like we're in the middle of summer because we've had a hot past month or two. It's been hot up here since May, so it feels like we've been in summer for quite a while. But yeah, and plus it's a 4th of July weekend, so why not kick it off with some summer vibes? I remember when, just to start this off, I remember um, when I was a kid, when the 4th of July came around, we would go to see these fireworks shows. Some years we would go to Messina, which is a town about an hour away from my location. We'd go see fireworks there. which beautiful show, and they're not having him this year for some reason. I don't know why. They're not going to have him in Messina this year. But there's also another show we used to go see some years out in St. Regis Falls, which is about a 40-minute drive from here. Freaking fantastic. They're probably the best fireworks in the North Country. If you want to check out a good fireworks show, go to St. Regis Falls. Freaking amazing. They're having theirs tomorrow night. Obviously, we're not going because our neighbors usually give us a pretty good show, but they're letting them off tonight. Like, what the frick? But yeah, I used to look forward to watching the fireworks shows because I don't like loud noises. I'd wear earbuds and just watch the show and just enjoy it at the same time. So, yeah. That and like, the barbecues and like back when I was living at my mom's house, we would have like family get together. First side of her family, I'd see all my cousins and stuff. We'd hang out all night. Wow, that was a loud firework.
Mm-hmm.
Can you even hear them from here, Dystro?
I can hear like a little bit. It's just like I can just hear.
Wait, it's added sound effects. We don't have to edit the video.
Yeah, if you can hear it in the background, we're adding fireworks in the background.
Yeah, totally.
This is our good.
What about you? Did you guys ever have any like local fireworks shows where you guys are?
Well, not really. Like when my mom and I used to live in Tennessee, we would go to a location where they would just set off fireworks every year. And well, I just heard it in the background. That's another noise effect. And it's like, we're not paying anybody to do this or anything. It's just like, it's good sound effects. But like we would go to the like every 4th of July and stuff. Only because of the fireworks. We would only have like I think we would just do a family gathering like early afternoon and stuff like that. But then like I think like one year several years we were at my aunt's house and then we would just let off fireworks there.
Oh,
So
okay.
we would do like a family gathering at like one place and then we would just I guess like go our separate ways and then just do fireworks or just watch fireworks at a place or anything or something. But then when my mom and I moved to Florida, we hardly do fireworks here. We hear like people like around our area do like fireworks and stuff like that. Some years like there will be people like over at the football field and they'll set off fireworks and you just see it go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't usually do fireworks. It's just because like it's kind of noisy, and plus it's like super expensive to get fireworks.
It's very expensive. My neighbors who are currently letting off fireworks, they spend hundreds of dollars. They have, I think, a family friend or something like that. They live down in like New Jersey or Pennsylvania or something like that, and they come up with these fireworks every summer, and they spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on them. Oh man, but they put on a good show. They get like there's like because I live on a lake and pontoons are on this lake and boats and stuff. And at night during the 4th of July season, they go all around the lake looking for fireworks. And as soon as they hear one boom, they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta get to this side of the lake." You'll just see them cruising through here. And when my neighbor sets them off, they'll like park in like a little circle right by where he's gonna launch them off. So like, it kind of creates a really cool show. And the people are like clapping their hands and stuff and hooting and hollering at the end and thanking him and all that, and it's just great. It sucks they're letting them off right now. I hope they have more for tomorrow night because the holiday is not till tomorrow.
Right.
Like I'm kind of nervous now, but if that's the case, no big deal. I've missed fireworks shows before. It's not my first time. I can actually kind of see it through my window, so like I don't feel as bad. Very pretty colors: green, gold, pink, red, you name it. When I was a kid, I actually used to be scared of fireworks because of the noise, but I've conquered that with just putting earbuds or headphones on. Same thing with going to like a demolition derby. I can't handle the noise. Just it's just how I was born. I was like that. So I have to have like headphones or earbuds on. Same thing with the thunderstorm. Can't handle that. So, but
Right.
yeah, I love Fourth of July now that I'm older because like I found a way to conquer my fear of like loud noises with the fireworks and stuff. Um,
Right.
so yeah. Now another thing that I remember from my summer days as a kid was spending a lot of time at my grandparents' house on my mom's side. Um, we would go down like every day, or sometimes I'd stay a night or two there, or sometimes I'd stay a whole ass week there. And like we'd find something to do, whether it was like go run errands around town or go for like a walk across the street because there's like a fishing dock across the street. Me and my papa, who is now unfortunately no longer with us, um, him and I used to go down there and eat cherries and sit down there the whole day and just talk. It used to be fun. I used to love that. That was like another highlight of my summer. And then sometimes we'd have campfires, like, little fires in the driveway. Oh my God, that was a loud one. Woo!
Yeah, I heard that one.
Holy crap. I wonder if my dad sent some off too. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, trying to think what else did we do. There's a lot of stuff I could talk about when it comes to summer. Summer is my favorite season. I hate winter. I don't like being cooped up in the house. I don't like weather. I don't like snow or ice. Ugh.
It's like in Forza, like like when winter comes around, it's just like fuck.
Oh shit. What about you? Like, what's something that you remember most from your summer days as a kid?
Oh gosh. Well, when I was a kid living up in Tennessee, um, I've always hated winter. Let's be honest. Um, but like I remember like going to the pool, like and stuff, and we would always go to this place called the Gilly Pool, and they had like a shallow end for like like when like little kids or like they have their floaties on and stuff like that so they don't drown and stuff. And that's where I had learned how to swim
Oh wow.
there. And I had almost drowned once, but that was just because of my own dumbass fault because I was like trying to do something and I was like I went like way underwater. I was like, oh shit. And one of the guards had pulled me out or like my mom like pulled me out. She was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. and, and like I learned how to do a handstand there and stuff like that because like like you can do like I can only do handstands like when I'm underwater. I can't do it like with like gravity like not on my side.
Right.
So and like when I got older, like they would have like they had like little like it's kind of like if you go to like a water park and it's like they got like all these like different like slides and contraptions and stuff like that. It's kind of like that on the shallow end. Like they had like two different slide, like two like a big huge slide on the right hand side, and they had like this like frog slide. I heard that. There was like this like frog slide where it's like like little kids can just go down it and stuff like that. And there was like two slides over here on the left and all that stuff. And then there was the deep end where they would hold swim meets every summer. And like I like once I got older, like like I went to the deep end and over there, and then there were the diving boards.
Hmm.
And like the first two were fine, but when I got to the very like the highest one, oh, I was scared shitless.
Oh geez.
Like I looked down and I was like my gut instinct was like, why would you fucking look down? I was like, why? And I just had to commit to it and I just did like the biggest belly flop. And when I got out of the pool, I was like, ah, 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 because like my like stomach and upper body was like red
Oh,
because
jeez.
of like it like how if like fast like a person can like just fall and like it was like that. I was like, ow. And, like, but I conquered my fear though, because like I'm afraid of heights. No
Right.
pun intended. Built
No
down
pun
in there.
intended.
Um, but like yeah, like I conquered my fear because of that. But it's like I still have that, but it's just like I just like I had to like like commit to it because like there was like people behind me wanting to get onto the high dive. So
Ugh. Sorry, I just took my
um,
meds. That's a big ass pill. Ugh.
it's hey, at least it's not like a horse pill.
Try swallowing a freaking antibiotic that's like bigger than any other pill you've taken before. Ugh, man.
but
Like,
but yeah, the
did you
pool was like
guys? Oh, yeah.
yeah, like, the pool was like it was like my best friend and worst enemy, sort of sometimes.
Now, did you guys like? Because we have one. We have a county fair in the summertime.
Well, I mean, there's the fair every year, yes,
Yeah,
if you
like
count that county fair.
yeah, ours is called the Franklin County Fair because that's the county I live in. It's in
Yeah,
New York.
we have yeah, we have a county fair. Yeah, we usually do.
What month does yours usually fall around?
Oh, God, I would say maybe May, June.
Wait a minute. So it's already went by?
Well, like this was like when I was a kid too, so it's usually around like either July or August because it's like almost like right before school starts.
Yeah, ours has always been in August. Like either the first week of August or the second week of August. This year it starts on the second week of August, from August 7th to August 14th. And I
Right.
go every year. There hasn't been 1 year where I didn't go. And I remember when I was like, let me think. It was either, oh my God, that was loud. Whoosh. When I was like 11 or 12, I went with my cousins one time and we went on this ride called Chaos because at the time it was one of the newer rides at the fair. I hated it. Let's just see that. I thought I was going to die. I got sick when I got off.
Get me off
I
this
was
ride!
literally, I was literally holding on to my cousin's freaking shirt, like, because he was sitting next to me. I was holding on to my cousin's shirt for dear life. I was terrified.
It's like it just rips off. It's just like what the fuck?
No, my cousin, time he was, I think he's a year. Well, yeah, he's a year younger than me, so he was like either 10 or 11. Jesus Christ! Oh man, I hated that. I still hate that ride. I never want to go on it again. Can go on zero gravity with no problem now. Like, uh, I love the fair, especially the food, the fried dough. Oh my god. Mm.
Like, see, whereas like I'm only there for the rides and nothing else. Like I don't have enough time to take in some of the food.
That's why you just get your food last on the way home. You take it home with you.
True.
Don't
Like
not eat before you go on rides.
especially on the spaceship or the starship ride.
Oh, the Gravitron?
Yeah, the Gravitron one. Because like
We
I know
haven't
like
had
one.
that ride here. They took that ride
I've
away. I don't know
that's
why.
that's like my favorite ride out of the whole thing.
My,
I remember,
the Flying Bobs, but they didn't bring them last year. I don't know why.
um I remember a quick story. I remember
Yeah.
one of my friends, and I remember one of my friends. He ate before he went on the Gravitron. Let's just say, long story short, it was a worst mistake of his life.
Oh, fucking.
As soon as the gravity,
Oh, I think I
kicked
just
on,
lost. Oh, there
he
you
was
are.
upside like when he got off. He was like summing around like a drunk. So it's like, and then you hear,
Oh God, no.
And I'm like, well, dude, you should have probably not ate.
Now,
He's
I've
like,
never been on the Gravitron. Like, they haven't
good
had that
Lord.
ride here at the fair in a while. They took away a lot of the good rides. Like, we don't even have the bumper cars anymore.
Oh
Last year,
man, that's the
last year
best
we didn't
part.
have the bumper cars, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was because of COVID, because like it was the first county fair since COVID, because we didn't have a fair in 2020.
Right.
We didn't have that. We didn't have the flying bob. Didn't have the 1001 knots. No Gravitron. No Tilt a World. None of that good shit. It was like the Scrambler, which I like.
I love the
Chaos.
scrambler. My mom
Zero
hates it though.
Gravity. I love the Scrambler. Zero Gravity, Chaos, the Ferris wheels, obviously. There really wasn't much. And there was like a super shot ride where you like slowly go up in the air and then it just suddenly drops you down, which I don't like those rides. I don't go on that shit. But I usually go for the food too. And like sometimes I'll go look at like the stands, like the merchandise stands. Like sometimes last year they had this one tent. And you go in it and there's a whole bunch of shirts, and this guy makes them from scratch, like custom print shirts, like AC/DC, got Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, The Who, Slipknot. I got myself Led Zeppelin, right? Yeah, I got Led Zeppelin and I got The Who for myself last year. Then I got my dad Def Leppard and an AC/DC one, and then I got my friend Ken's, who you guys may remember. I got him a Slipknot one. And I'm mad at myself because I never got myself a Slipknot one either. But that's gonna be my goal this year. I'm gonna get one. And they also sell other stuff like sundresses and jewelry, and there's like a whole bunch of other stands down at the fair like that. And we also have the barns where you can go look at the animals and stuff.
Mm.
Oh my god, I have a friend who I don't know if she listens to this show, but I've known her for a long time. I've known her since my freshman year of high school. Her and her dad, or her and her family, anyways, they have I think 1 or 2 cows down at the barns every year. So I usually go down and I see her. Like I'll go talk to her and just hang out with her for a little bit. But yeah,
Mm.
I love the fair. It's like my favorite time of the year. Um, it was always a place where I could go meet up with all my friends and stuff like that, and hang out with my cousins and whatnot. But yeah, let me think. What else did I do in the summertime? Um, jeez, I there's so. Oh my god, that was fucking loud.
I heard that. Damn.
Jesus Christ. Um,
Huh?
what the fuck?
What?
What? Oh god, what was I gonna say? Jeez. I know when I was a kid, I was like, for summertime, I was always outside. Like, chalk, bubbles, freaking bike, riding my bike and just doing normal things that a normal kid would do outside. Playing
Normal
underneath this
kid.
playing underneath the sprinkler. Like back in my day, we didn't really have much technology. Like technology was just starting to really become a thing. Like I had TV. My mom had a desktop, but like it ran like shit. I didn't get my first electronic device till I was like maybe 12. But even then, it was just a shitty little iPod for like games and music and to text or whatever. But yeah.
Um,
But like
I
I was just one of those classic outdoor kids. I just loved being outside. I'd help my dad with the garden because every year we have a garden, lots of vegetables and tomatoes, and stuff like that. We have one this year. We've got carrots, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, onions. We also have some sunflowers that just came up today.
nice.
I've been waiting for them to come up. I planted them way back in the middle of June. They didn't come up till yesterday, but I didn't find out till today. Do you guys have a garden out there?
My mom's got a garden.
What are you guys growing this year?
Well, I mean, it's not really a garden, but it's more or less flowers.
Flower bed. Okay.
Yeah, flower bed. Yeah, like I call her poison ivy because like every time like my mom and my dad go to like Lowe's or something, or like even Walmart, they come back with more and more plants.
My dad is such
It's
a
like,
freaking tomato fanatic. Like he loves tomatoes. I don't like them. The only thing I eat out of the garden really is the cucumbers and for this year the carrots because this is our first year trying carrots and they actually are turning out really well. We're growing them in pots because where I live, if you try to plant stuff in the ground, They're gonna get waterlogged because underneath this grass, it's all water.
Mm.
So I live, like I said, I live on a lake. So yeah, you can't do shit in the ground unless it's like flowers. But yeah, so I've learned a lot from taking care of a garden every year. Back at my old house, when I used to live in my hometown, we had our garden in the ground, obviously, because we didn't live on a lake. We would do green beans and yellow beans as well. Those were always my favorite to pick because they were the first ones to be ready to be picked before anything else. And I've just learned a lot, how to take care of plants and gardening and stuff. And it's actually become a little side hobby of mine. So, yeah, I always look forward to that in the summer. But we usually start our plants in April. Like, we start in the house and then we don't put them outside till like after like the second week of June.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, man. I remember this one time. So, this is completely off topic. I'm changing gears here. So, I remember this one time I was hanging out at my cousin's house. They used to live in a housing complex, so we had like a whole bunch of other friends that we used to hang out with. And one night we stayed up like past dark and we played frisbee outside in the dark. And we had like a little street light, a house light, like a outdoor light shining on us.
Mm.
So it was kind of fun. I used to doing that, and then you could see like the heat lightning in the distance. Oh my god, I miss those days. Like we'd be outside after dark just doing that shit. Oh my lord.
Um,
Oh.
I remember when you were talking about like when you were a kid. Um, like when my mom used to work during the summer. Um, Sometimes I would hang out with my aunt and so that, and then most of the time I would be at this. When I was still in elementary school, I was in this thing called summer daycare, and it's every summer, of course. And it would have like kids from like different like age groups, like well within the elementary school, of course, not like like sixth or above, or like sixth grade or above or anything. Um, but like sometimes like we would like do like different activities or something like that, or like and they would have like these uh Gatorade um like containers where it's like like if you can like it's like what football players would use for like if they need like a refreshment or something. Like, they would
Mm-hmm.
have like those two things. They fill it up with like uh Kool-Aid,
Hmm.
and or like one was Kool-Aid, one was water, and um but like uh I remember like sometimes like they would take us to the ghillie pool just for like the whole like not for the whole day, but just like first half of the day was just like like we just do stuff around like at the school just to like hang out or do like watch TV, like watch a movie or something like that or whatever. And then the second half we would like go to the ghillie pool and get like just hang out and stuff like that. Like we would bring like little snacks or something and bring money to like get something to eat while we're there or something. And we would just have to stay within like the vicinity where the people that were watching over us, like they can watch over us and stuff like that, and make sure like like there's nobody missing or anything. And like it that was kind of fun because it's like I got to have like some new friends at the school. And um like I remember my one of my friends, his name was Dallas, and he had a little brother named Jonathan. And man, his little brother's like a little spitfire. He was he was crazy as can be. Like like if you gave him some Gatorade or something like that, he should be hyper for hours on end.
Oh
and
lord.
like like he had this like very high laugh, and I'd be like hey, like tone it down. And he's like, oh, sorry, sorry. And I was like, well, just like don't tell me sorry, like tell them sorry. And but like yeah, like it was just like, and there was like this one guy. who was like not a counselor, but a help there, and he drew like this very cool this was like I think this was like way before like The Dark Knight had released in '09. He drew like he had like a screenshot or a wallpaper of like Joker doing the why so serious on like the glass plane pane and stuff, and he drew that like from scratch.
Oh
Like
wow.
he looked at it and then he drew it, and he did it all by pencil and all by hand.
Wow. That's
And I was like,
cool.
dude, man, I wish I could be like that talented and stuff. I was like,
Oh
I can
man.
I could just like shade like, a house and some trees and stuff. That is like, yeah, that's how my talent is.
Now, the last
um,
thing I'd like to talk about on this episode tonight, for the summer days, whatever you want to call it.
Summer days.
Man, do we get a lot of thunderstorms up here? Like, not only up here, but like even in my childhood days, we just get a lot of thunderstorms too. I remember before I moved up to the mountains, I remember there was a thunderstorm so bad that hit this area where I live now in the mountains that there was a big tree that was blocking the road, like blocking off the 4-H camp, which is literally like a 2-minute walk from here. I literally live right next to the 4-H camp. And there was a big ass tree blocking the road. It was so huge that nobody could go in or go out of the road. And it got really dark. Like there's actually videos on YouTube somewhere. It's from like 2013, I believe. The storm was like July 18th or July 13th, something like that. It was bad. It got really dark. It would literally looked like a tornado was gonna rip through the town. It looked really bad. Luckily, where at the time I was living in my hometown. Luckily, we didn't lose power or anything like that. No trees were knocked down where we were. But where I live now, in the mountains, there was some damage everywhere. It was bad, I guess. But yeah, I remember seeing the sky and pictures of it on Facebook and like the YouTube video someone had posted. I'm like, oh my god. I had never seen a sky that black in my life. It was nasty. And yes, we do get a lot of thunderstorms up here in the summertime. We've never had a tornado where I live, knock on wood. Um, but yeah, it gets pretty nasty up here. I've had some pretty wild experiences in my lifetime. And I am terrified of thunderstorms. I actually have a phobia of them. I have a severe phobia of thunderstorms. And I'm 20 years old. But yeah. What about you, Dystro? I know it's hurricane season down there where you are. How's the forecast looking?
Well, it's sunny, then it rains, then it's sunny, and then it rains, and then it's sunny, and then it rains. So between those two, it's pretty much like an everyday thing in Florida.
No, have you guys ever gotten hit with a hurricane really bad where you live in Florida?
Um, no, not really. Like where we live, it's like it's either goes right by us, or we get like very like strong winds, but it's not like strong to be a hurricane or a tornado.
Right.
It's like it
Jeez.
goes like either it goes like around us and it goes up like the East Coast and stuff,
Yeah.
or it just goes like
Or
it
it'll go west and hit Louisiana and stuff.
yeah, like it'll hit like Louisiana
Like
and
last year.
hit Texas and stuff like that sometimes. And
Last year, Louisiana got hit really hard.
yeah, like one of my friends, Bruce, he lives in Louisiana, and he said like like it was just super bad over there.
And
And
one of our friends faded.
Max and
Faded.
and well and Max too.
Wait. Did Max get affected by it? Because he's in Texas.
I know, but it's like don't they like
Are we thinking of the same storm from last year?
yeah? Because like remember when Max like lost
Because like
power?
Faded had no power for like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
That
about that.
storm. Yeah. I remember Faded. He was in one of our very first episodes on this podcast way back in January when we used to upload on Spotify. I think we did what, like best rock
Best like
songs or
yeah,
albums,
like
something
best
like
rock
that.
groups or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
it was the topic was hard rock, but it was just like I think it was like hard rock like albums or something. I can't remember. It's
But
been a while.
anyways, so yeah, if you guys remember Faded, damn, you guys have been here for like ever. uh, he lives down towards what, I think it's like Louisiana or New Orleans or something like that. Um, Last year they got hit really bad with a hurricane, and they had lost power for weeks and weeks and weeks upon end. We were all worried about Faded. We were worried sick. Oh, but yeah, luckily where I live, we don't really get hurricanes because like we're way up north. Um, I think with the only hurricanes we've really gotten was Hurricane Irene in 2011 and then Hurricane Sandy in 2012. But that wasn't even until October of that year. We got hit with snow from that storm. It was called Superstorm Sandy because it produced snow, rain, and everything. It was
That's
weird.
crazy. That is crazy though.
Yeah, I remember that. Like they wanted to freaking postpone Halloween that year because it was a Halloween storm. Oh my god.
Hell no.
But anyways, yeah, that is gonna conclude the Summer Days episode of this Nostalgia Days series. We hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys stuck around to the very end, we greatly appreciate the support. Now let me see what we have going on for Thursday. Let me go through my
Gonna be
notes.
a very
This Thursday. The moment we've been waiting for, Dystro. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Are you ready? This Thursday, we are doing our top 10 favorite SpongeBob.
Are you ready, kids?
Yes, this Thursday we're doing our top 10 favorite SpongeBob episodes. Also, I'm having some connection issues. I don't know why. But yeah, so that will be this Thursday. That is going to be a hard one, but I already have my notes written down.
And like every top 10 that we do, I don't have any because
Well,
I
listen,
don't be prepared.
I'd like you to not only do the top 10, but also put some honorable mentions. Because there are a lot of episodes.
Just put every episode from season 1 to season whatever.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I love SpongeBob.
It's just the ones that we didn't mention. It's just
So we're
like,
pretty
yeah,
much
every
carrying on the
episode.
nostalgia feel with this. We're pretty much going to carry on the nostalgia feel.
Yes.
So if you guys like and are willing to hear us talk about our top SpongeBob episodes, which I think could be a pretty controversial topic, please stay. I am actually really excited. I completely forgot that was the next episode. Oh man. Anyways, once again, 4th of July to everybody who celebrates it here in America. Also, happy Canada Day. Also, that was July for those who celebrate as well. So yeah, I hope everybody has a really good holiday and has a good week coming up. And thank you guys for listening. And be sure to follow us on our social media just by clicking the link in the description below. And we will catch you guys this Thursday. Peace.
Peace.